Welcome to episode 5. Today we're starting our second era, the Age of Empires. So our empires currently includes of the green team, the French team, the British here, the Spanish over here, kind of, the Middle Eastern country, and Rome. So, let's start. Look at this map. Beautiful. The Age of Empires. Let's begin. So, first thing is, we need a new empire. Russia wants to form an empire, this Russian country. So they start exploring massively into Ukraine. They're going to start funding this. And they start going down massively. Let me get down here. They just circled the coast. And they meet up with the purple team's explorers. So now they kind of know this is not unless they make it over to Crimea. They start exploring. They keep going down. They go straight down. They meet up with the Crimean things. Now they know that this is kind of I don't know exactly, but they start just going. Go to the coast. Now they just know there's land here, so they slowly go exploring it. These are Russian countries can be on exploring here. Well, we're gonna take a break from exploring and go colonizing. They make a massive claim on the land. They're making lots of progress. They claim Crimea. They're doing mass expansion here. So yeah, the Russian country here is doing pretty good. So the Russian country continues their expansionism. They even go over here. So yeah, they're going to continue their expansion over here as well. What are you saying?
I'm hungry.
I'm recording, bro.
You get a little hungry? You like it?
What?
You heard me. Tasty, you didn't like it.
What? I'm recording, bro. So this is Russia. Yeah, Russia keeps their exploration going up. over here, a ton of here is explored. And now there's kind of like a massive go effort to explore this area. The green team makes a mass. It starts sending in a ton of people over here. Here basically explored is like Romania, modern day Romania, which is made into. Yeah, they're gonna explore this. Now, basically everyone knows that this plot of land exists. Now there's gonna be a giant scramble for it. Everybody's coming in. The Middle Eastern country comes in. And it's going to take a lot of the territory here in the south. And sadly for the Romans, they get cut off immediately by the Greeks. But then they get cut off by the green team. Which is like, alright, we can only go up north after this, so we take as much as possible. So yeah, they're starting to speed run, they're taking up a massive effort here. The green team's making a massive effort here. The green team was so fast that basically no one else got anything. They were the fastest to get this done. This is basically all they're gonna get. The green team, they got like most of it. Get that. No. These guys down here get a ton. And then the Russians are going to get the rest. They managed to get this. So now Russia has joined the empires as well. And yeah. So down here, there's going to be a war between two African countries. This desert country and this country. Going to be going war. These guys do not like these are independent from them, so they're going to launch an invasion. And yeah, this is going to make everyone jump. These guys. These guys are coming in like. And the green team gets involved. These guys get jumped. If you're not an Empire, you're gonna get jumped here. It's the Age of Empires. Now the purple team, these guys are going. What? You guys are going to launch an invasion of these guys. These guys use guerrilla warfare. Like, and we have a first actual, like, proxy war, you can say, kind of. The green team is supplying these guys. The purple team is also supplying. But it's not really enough. So these guys just start their own invasion. And these guys go down. They just take what they got. Yeah. You were kind of getting worried if you're not an empire. There's only 2 countries that are not an empire. These 2. So what about the red team? What have they been up to? Because last time we saw they got defeated in war. Well, they've been up to nothing. It will be up to nothing. For now, at least. Well, also there's more colonization over here in Africa. Currently stop here. Europe is pretty colonized at this point. Like all of Europe, I think, is colonized. Now we go over here to Asia, to India. They're going to continue their colonization. They heard about the empires, and they want to become an empire. They send massive stuff over here. When they start exploring, they're trying to take some of the can ship things here faster. I was kind of go with that. And they start their expansion. So yeah, the Age of Empires kind of has started. Most empires are here. They're like, yeah. So yeah, this is our current India. They just take these. I'm not going to color them white They find them and immediately claim them as theirs, as they're trying to form an empire at the moment. So yeah, these guys take this island over there. A bit more expansionism, but everyone is preparing. Like, cause there's too much empires. They have to hold on to them, so they can't really expand that much anymore. China is like, yeah, we're not going to expand. We're in a peace era where we don't really want to expand at the moment. China's just going to be chilling for a bit. But the two want to kind of meet over here, so they kind of these guys send us stuff. They find this. Then they make a cut up here. I don't see what's up here. And then they find a lake, which I think is like, we don't know. So they explore all this. Yeah, the empires of here exploring more. They find this and they're like, oh, we're gonna take a ton of this. So they start claiming this as their own. I'm coughing. They find this island and they're like, ooh, interesting. And India is like, yeah, we want some. So they are going to explore up here, just make sure everything, so they can connect, and they can have better trade, because sea trade is kind of hard because there's not a ton of it's lost when I tend to use sea boats because sea is still not the best option here. Yeah. Two empires are now meeting. So yeah, that's kind of interesting, you can say. They go a bit more exploring up to here. And up there. But yeah, they're just pretty chill. So now what? Well, over here, yeah, Rome is going to launch an invasion of Greece. Why? Because of, this. It happened before. They're going to slowly make progress here. So they're attempting to go in. The war's like, whoa. Empire versus empire. It's not supposed to happen. So Rome is like, back off. You can take what you have and back off. And they're like, they just like pressure. They're peer pressured into backing off. But Greece is not happy. Greece is not happy with this. Greece is not happy. Greece, since they just lost the territory, you kind of see like they're not. Yeah, they said, Greece is gonna do nothing for now. So what is his empires gonna do? They're just gonna sit here for a while. Yeah. Age of Empires might just only be like 2 episodes. It's not really. It's just kind of just one outcome that could happen. So yeah, it's probably gonna be only 2 episodes there. Exploration continues, but everyone's preparing for what they think is the inevitable. Even China's preparing. And yeah, there's conflict. The red team here is going to take a smaller army and just, do a tiny push in here. So nobody really cares because they're too busy with what they think is going to happen. The red team takes this country. It's very hard for them because they're not that strong. They're not really strong. They managed to take the country. Luckily. So yeah, they're kind of like this. They kind of didn't they buy this from Empire for a lot, another broke. So yeah.
Micah's in there. 6 Micahs and a Grizzly Mike.
So yeah, the red team is kind of like just like they're like, yeah, we'll see. The red team sends the first boat around and is able to make it down here in Africa.
This time for Africa. Waka, waka,
They start to export massively. They go in here. And they officially are going to establish a colony. Their team has a colony in Africa. They go up a bit. And they find them. So yeah, now they know this is like a whole ocean. So yeah, there's a massive exploration here for this. The Empire's just looking for the reasons to expand at this point. Like, the empires of the world are kind of like, they know what's gonna happen, so they're trying to get as much territory as possible. So the year is about year 0. So that's where we are right now. The time periods, year 0. The red team immediately, they rush as fast as possible. And we're seeing, they're rising, they're going as fast as possible. They're go, 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 go. Take as much stuff as you can. And on the rise of the red team's oh, no, not again. deja vu's happening. And yeah, they're kind of, it's like they're gonna become, they have an empire. These guys like cut them off so they can't take any, and just take the rest of here in Africa. And Africa's being explored really fast. Every team has a colony.
I don't get exams.
So yeah. Alright, that's for Russia here. Over here in Russia. Russia's gonna take a bit of land they had taken
My game froze.
across from Crimea. Well, yeah. They're gonna connect it up with their mainland. Explore a bit more. There's a ton of exploration. And Russia kind of just is gonna go like and take some of it for now. Then the Middle Eastern country gets also some stuff. In Russia, all this part of down here. Explore up here. They kind of stop there. They can expand in many ways. They expand like 3 ways. The Empire's kind of getting a bit big. It's one of the biggest. They're probably the biggest so far. But yeah, there's not very much going on in the world right now. We have a lot of empires. They're just chilling. So it's about, this is like what the world looks. That's like, this is what the world kind of looks like at the moment. Everyone starts like expanding. They connect their 2 areas up here. They even make it to this lake over here. Yeah, there's massive exploration. Yeah. So yeah. This is currently what the world looks like. Like, this is massive at this point. We're getting, that's pretty good. But brewing is a rivalry between these two. This border will be very important next time. But that's gonna call it for this episode. The next episode is gonna be the last one of this era, so it's a very small one. It's the Age of Empires, where we just see empires expand. The next one, if you stay here all this time, you get to see the episode early, is the Great European War. So that's going to be fun. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Next time we're prepping, that's what we're prepping for. Goodbye.